Hey, and welcome to the Infinity Tabletop Analysis, where myself, Mike, and Carlos take a look at a table, we discuss the mechanics and how you would play on that table. We're back on planet Bourak again, this time in the desert, guys. We've got a kind of a canyon table. What's your first impressions, Mike, when you're looking at this?
Well, a sniper are going to enjoy themselves. There's a lot of line of fire everywhere. It's going to be difficult to hide on this table, so yeah, I would recommend snipers, tag, HMG, total reaction drones. Basically, you actually, when you're in the deployment zone, you're fine. You can actually get cover, full cover with your model and everything. The problem is, when you want to move from this cover to another one, it's going to be a problem, because I can't see anywhere on the table here where you could move from a cover to another one and be fine. There's going to be someone be able to look at you and maybe take bullets.
Yeah. And that's one of the keys of Infinity, really. The whole concept of the automatic reaction order means that it is at the point where you're moving between one point and another where you can get blasted in the face. So what options does somebody who's playing a warband even have on a table like this?
What options for warbands? Well, first option is try to win the deployment role and choose this side, because that side, this side over here, okay, is very low on terrain, very difficult to put your troops and hide them, very difficult to move. I mean, once again, every time you move and someone shoots at you, you confront his attack with your moves and your rolls. But the warbands will have to throw a lot of smoke grenades, especially if the player chooses to begin, which means the other player chooses deployment, and the other player will make you deploy in that side. I mean, I think that both players here will try to choose to win this side if we're playing in this sense. Not the most better table for a warband list.
Is there anything like smoke or anything that's even likely to help during this, or do I just need to run as fast as I can and try and get into some sort of combat?
No, you don't want to run. Well, depends. Some troops, some warbands, can actually try, okay, because they got some skills. It makes them a bit tougher than other one. But I think, you want to smoke. You want to use a smoke grenade to try maybe to move from a cover to another one, which would be possible on this table. Would be hard, but would be possible. If you have only warband, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. But I would say on this table, if you have any jump troops with the last level 3, it would be interesting. Level 1 and 2, you can forget about it. There's not enough terrain to protect you. There's maybe one point about here, where you could actually try maybe a little bit over here as well, but that's it. Okay, on this table you can, in my opinion, forget about the level 1 and 2. But level 3, I think you have plenty of space when the template would fit, and you could put maybe, if you succeed your role, a really good troop on the back of the full army of your opponent, or even at a very, very itchy position for your opponent, which cover a lot of line of fire. You cannot move from a cover to another one with the troop you just put there. It might be really interesting on this table.
There's also a very useful tactic in that if you can get a drum trooper or something behind your opponent, you get him to start looking backwards, and when he's looking backwards, he's not looking forwards. So
it's an ABC of Infinity. The deployment covering all possibilities, covering all zones. A bad deployment leaves zones with no arrow troops looking at that place. At the beginning, in the first edition, when level 2 allowed to even appear inside the enemy deployment, you will find lots of deployments with the line troopers with the short range weapons looking backwards, expecting someone to appear from that position. I mean, and also skirmishers in this table, where the most of the terrain is in the middle of the table, can also make have comfortable zones to be deployed in and then attack. But if you have a warband and tag list, I mean, cancel of the orders of the warbands and focus on the tag, killing as much enemies as they can because of supreme firepower, nothing else.
Okay, guys, well, there you have it. If you find yourself in the deserts of Bourak and it looks like this, you want to get your snipers out. You really do. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with another episode of the Tabletop Analysis.